Hello, everybody. Today is Thursday, February the 26th, 2015. My name is Michael Wright, and this is the daily moving average video. Just before going forward, please do pause the recording and read over our risk disclaimer. Okay, let's jump right into the markets. Recently we closed out. Recently we closed out the Aussie dollar long. Okay, I'm actually gonna go ahead and pull up some of the moving averages while we chat. But we recently closed out the Aussie dollar long. Indeed, that was a nice trade. If we jump into the members area, now in the members area, you can see um, a lot more. Okay, so we recently sent out an email talking about the updates. You can see when you click on trade signals, you'll see the open trades and the closed trades. There are no open trades right now, but you can see our long Aussie dollar 1133, 78.09 was our entry, 77.40 was a stop loss, and we actually got out at 78.09. Okay, so in actuality, the entry actually was on 78.09. We got out at 78.83. All right, so make sure that's updated. Got out at 78.03, but the pips, we actually did close it out for 74 pips, and that played out pretty well. Going forward, you'll also have access to the trade setups. We are going to start to do daily trade setups. Okay, you'll click on the article, and then you actually see the different setups that we are viewing. So a key part behind the setups is that not always are we in a trade, but we are always looking for trades, and maybe even if we are pulling back, so to say, that you guys are able to look at trades for those who are active themselves. All right, so we'll do more of these. We'll aim to do at least one a day, but you'll be able to click on trade setups. You'll see the setup for that day. You'll be able to go in the past, etc. You'll see the chat room, fundamentals. If there's any, well, now that I'm logged in, but if I'm logged out, if there's anything that only for members only, you'll get to click there and then filter through the fundamentals and etc. So really doing more in terms of providing more details across the board. Okay, but let's jump right into the product at hand. Okay, so we're going to look at the different moving averages. Okay, here, so we're gonna pull up a couple different SMAs. The first one I pulled up was a 20. Now I also do like the 50 period SMA. Okay, now I'm saying period because we are looking at a 4-hour chart. All right, so blue is 20, and actually we can even take off the 20, and the reason why is because never really that useful, and plus we do have the Ichimoku as well, so see the Ichimoku videos for updates there. But just for trading purposes, I do like the 50, the 100, and the 200 as my primary, so that's exactly what I'm going to pull up here. The software that I'm using for those who are interested, this is Thinkorswim. It's easy in my opinion. I do like it, but just a notice there. And let's change this color. Let's make this pink. All right. So the most important one, in my opinion, is the 50 period. It catches, especially on a 4-hour chart. 200, obviously, you can see it takes more time, and it filters through prices there. All right, so let's jump in. A couple of trades I do like. One is the euro pound. All right, euro pound indeed is below all three moving averages on this specific time frame, the 4-hour time frame. But once we match that up, it also matches up pretty well with the 50 period SMA once we get that break. There's a nice trend line that prices stayed below for quite some time, a nice deep descending trend line, and I like it above 73.50. Okay, a break above 73.50 will be ideal for longs there. All right. So let's watch that, and then we'll match it up with the 50 period SMA. Pound dollar. Pound dollar. Interesting to say the least. Okay. On the 4-hour time frame, still could see upside gains. In my opinion, it is above. Well, it's above the 100 and the 200, but I really like to match up. I like more than one for confirmation. So possibly could hit into the 261. That'll be the next big upside target, and then we mix that with the trend line slip below, but we'll see how it holds. If it does hold, this trend line here matchup, so it's risky at this point. So something to stay away from. Euro pound, again, I still do like. We recently got out of that Aussie dollar trade, right? The Aussie dollar trade, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good setup. We got actually right near the highs. Why? From an extension standpoint, okay, may actually get back into it. 100% fib. Nailed it. I got out actually here. It pulled back and then it spiked up to shake out any early moves there. And you can see how it really nipped the 200 SMA, right? The 200 period SMA. So it held up pretty well at that standpoint. The reason why I say may re-enter it is because I do like this trend line is also holding this now 100 period SMA, and we could break higher to the 123.6% extension, and even extend higher to the 80.54 zone. All right, we could call this A, B, C, WXY. Then you have a lot of inner waves there to nip even higher levels on those standpoints. Indeed, my extensions. You see, so the next big fib could line up with 79.50, also 79.57, which is the 123. So really don't rule out seeing another bounce higher on the Aussie dollar. So may actually go ahead and re-enter that and see if we could extend. And once we break above the 200, we'll trail stops and see really how that comes to fruition. Kiwi dollar is pretty much at elevated levels, and that gives us Aussie Kiwi. Aussie Kiwi, let's pull up the RSI because I'm pretty sure there is some momentum divergence, some bullish momentum divergence to the top side, and I am right. Okay, see it here. RSI low, price made a new low, and price made another new low. Okay, now what does that say? That Aussie Kiwi could rip higher. We had a breakout. Now we're having some back tests from a Fibonacci retracement area. We are now about holding a 78.6 fib. So actually, I will those members keep an eye out for trades on the Aussie Kiwi and the Aussie dollar. I do like both setups a lot. In particular, the Aussie dollar on that pullback. Aussie yen gonna stay away from at this time, and we'll see how the market comes to life. So watch out for those two, and then we'll also do an Ichimoku video later on today, but definitely by tomorrow. Alright guys, again, thank you for your time. Good luck trading, and for those members, please sign into the members area, join us in the chat room. We'll also talk about setups in the chat room there as well. Cheers and good luck trading.